Hey guys! I am here recording this video post attempt actually, since I have paint on my hands as you can see. But I just wanted to try something new today, and I've been watching a lot of videos on the acrylic pours where, you know, they sometimes they'll place cups in multiple positions, sometimes they'll do one cup and remove it with a bunch of colors mixed in, sometimes they'll pour it directly into the center. And so I've just been watching tons of those videos. They always seem to turn out beautiful, and I just really wanted to give it a go myself. Lately I've actually been trying to accomplish some sort of galaxy painting. I started by trying to do one in oils and with a brush, and it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't something that I was really proud of how it was going. So I haven't entirely scrapped it, but I put it to the side and thought I would wait and I would come back to it when I had a better idea of how I would accomplish a galaxy look. Now, I've also tried liquid ink acrylics on ungessoed fabric. I have to say that turned out pretty cool, but still not quite what I was hoping for. Though I might could get there one day, we'll see. But anyways, this was just something that I really wanted to attempt. It looks really fun and cool, and I have to say that I had a lot of fun doing it today. So I hope you enjoy watching the process, and if you have any questions, let me know, but this is by no means an expert how-to video. This is my attempt at doing so and how mine came out. So hope you enjoy. This is my first attempt ever, so if it doesn't turn out well, that will stink, but it'll be okay because this is an experiment and this is practice. If I can figure it out, then I can make more in the future and hopefully wind up with some good results. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a pouring method. I'm thinking something along the lines of what they call a dirty pour. And so I don't know for sure. I'm having to just work with what I have because I'm impatient and I didn't want to have to mess with going to the store, so well, and don't have the vehicle to go to the store today. So anyways, I just worked with what things that I had, so some partially used plastic cups and some water bottles, and I just made do with what I had. So first, my understanding is that we want to get kind of a base down to pour on. And so for the most part, I'm going to try and use white, but I also want to try and use some black too, since this is going to be a galaxy. So I'm just kind of giving this a nice liquidy surface for it to be able to bleed across as I pour. Alright. I think that's probably about all of the white I want to do. Maybe we'll pour a little more. Okay. That way we have some white going that way. Otherwise, I think we'll kind of call that good. Dumping other colors here, that's perfect. Maybe I should have also prepped what I was going to pour into the same container so it could have worked on settling some. See, these are the things that we learn from our first attempts. Alright, so like I said, probably should have done that first, so let's get that started real quick. Now I believe, which one? So this is the thickest blue, consistency-wise, of what I made. So I'm going to toss some of this down on the bottom so that it'll wind up on top and hopefully kind of pushing down through. Alright, this is kind of like a second thickness. Okay. Let's go ahead and this is thinner. Let's try and get some of this purple in here. hopefully this is showing up decently on camera, but I really can't tell, so I apologize if it's not. Alright. I get just a... Oh, that's a bit thicker. I can already tell from the way it was kind of sinking in there. Okay. Now I'm going to do some of this blue. Okay. And I've read some things about, like, this is how much paint that you're supposed to use, things like that. Ounce-wise, I'm not measuring it exactly, so we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. Some of this may be too thick. I see that sinking in quite a bit. Did I mention that this is an experiment? Alright, let's go back with some of this blue. Wow, that's just sinking in there. Okay. Some more of the purples. Again, I haven't the foggiest idea how this is going to turn out. Hopefully decently. If I can just, even if it doesn't wind up with the galaxy effect quite like I am hoping for, I'm hoping that at least maybe, even if this doesn't wind up quite like I'm hoping for, hopefully it'll at least have a cool effect. Should have known that was going to happen eventually. No, please. Stay standing. It's because all the paint is on one side of the cup right now. I should have anticipated that. Alright. Let's try some more of the blue. Trying not to agitate things too much with the cup. We're getting full, so hopefully that'll be about enough. Okay. And hopefully, even if some of these colors mix some, it'll look nice, because for the most part we're on the blue and purple side of the color wheel, so they shouldn't, those colors at least shouldn't wind up too muddy. Alright. We're getting real full here. Okay. Gotta be careful how I'm tilting things now. Alright. I haven't decided, we're kind of doing this on the fly, I have not decided whether or not I am going to turn the cup over to attempt this, or if I am going to try and pour it on. I think the look I want is going to happen more if I am able to turn it over onto it and let it seep out. But this is an experiment, and I'm not positive of that. That's just from my observation of watching some other videos, what I think will happen. Alright, that cup is pretty much at the brim. It will not hold anymore. Alright, so that to rest on that. Now what I want to do is I want to finish, I'm going to let that set a moment. I don't think it's mixing too terribly from what I can see from the sides. It seems to be fine. Alright, now I didn't really want the whole thing, oops. I didn't really want the whole thing to have a black background, but for a galaxy, black seems pretty appropriate. So, whoop! That's what I get for glancing away for a second and just pour some straight onto the table. Good thing I put wax paper down. Alrighty. Let's try and spread this out some. And then we'll see if we need to pour more or not. Alright, I'm just going to use the opposite side. So I want to push some of that over that way. So it's dripping onto the table, but that is okay. I don't want to like mix too much of it. Alright, for whatever reason the camera decided to cut out for a minute. But I don't think we lost too much, but we'll see. It's okay, I haven't really done anything super special. And hopefully parts that did kind of matter did get recorded. Okay. So I'm just trying to get it where the paint is going to be encouraged to go over the corners and not to avoid them like the plague, because that's not going to be helpful. Kind of have to maneuver around the camera. Alrighty. Alright, I can't tell. It looks like some of the white is drying some already, maybe. Okay. Get it out of your bald spot. So, it's not perfect. That's okay for experiments, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. This is also kind of a practice for me at not trying to control the painting too much. I'm usually very used to things having to be a certain way, and if it doesn't wind up the way I expect, then it bothers me. Okay, so this is definitely set. I am super nervous about this. I have totally thought things through. Can't you tell? Just cut off a bit of the box that the flowing medium came in. I say flowing, the pouring medium came in. And we'll just use the box. Since I cut this, it's not going to be perfectly flat. So we're just gonna kind of have to deal Alright. Oh, here we go. Whoop! I'm spilling some already. I'm gonna turn this around. That way. There we go. Okay, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Got blue on my finger. Just gonna set that there. I'm gonna let it set upside down for a moment. I think I got that roughly centered. Oh, I'm so nervous. I've been watching videos about this pouring method kind of deal. And it's looked so cool, I wanted to try it for so long. I'm just nervous about whether it's actually going to work out for me now or not. Okay, I can't tell how patient I should be. Okay, it's probably sat there a minute or two now. So we're just gonna not wait any longer and we're just gonna pull it off. And I guess I haven't the foggiest idea. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna try and make like a swiping motion that way maybe, and like pull it off over here. Should I try and do like that? I don't know. Okay, alright, here we go. For science of art. Okay. Well, I decided I'm just gonna kind of drip some, apparently. Just preemptively try and get stuff on the corners. Because the corners always seem to be notoriously difficult to get paint on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I know it's not complete, and I know I've not even moved it around or anything, but it looks awesome! Oh my goodness. And I'm like blocking your view by like sticking my arm across. I apologize. Oh man. This looks so cool. In my opinion. I am pleased already. But it's gonna somewhat have a mind of its own. And we're just gonna have to see what comes of it. And how long it takes for the paint to dry. Alright, tried to squeeze out like as much as I could. Got nice lovely blue fingers now. Oh, the color right in here looks amazing. I did not anticipate having so much gold there, but now I guess is the time I need to get my hands dirty. I should probably take off my wedding ring so that I don't get paint all over it. Okay. And now for the stretching. Alright, so okay. Alright. I'm losing some paint. Woo! It's slippery. Alright. That corner is basically covered. Okay. Oh man, that's so pretty. Okay, come on. Come on. I've got it like running down my fingers. My hand itself is going to be part of the artwork. Oh, look at that. Oh man. Okay. Do not drop the painting, Amanda. That would not be good. Can't really tell how much it's getting on the corner over there. I think we've breached the side now. Okay, oh, I think I've got some air bubbles. That's lovely. Alright, I'm just gonna try and set this down. Whew! Look at that. I don't want to drop it on top. Alright. Hopefully everything is still in view on the camera. Seems so. Almost went out of view, but we seem fine. Alright. I need... Ugh. Okay. Dipped my fingers in some paint. Woohoo! Alright. Still wound up with some like baldish corners. But oh my goodness, I love it so much. Oh, I don't know if it's going to change much more from what it looks like now, but oh, I love it so much. I should stop saying that, huh? Don't want any bare spots on the side. Okay. Not too shabby. My fingers are getting really dry and sticky, and these. Oh, okay, now it's sticking in my hand. Awesome. See, things are getting in my way. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm just trying to pick up some of the like dripped off paint. Pick back up and touch up on the side. My camera shut off again at some point, don't know when. So I've just been touching up the sides and trying to make sure that there is paint covering everywhere. And I'm noticing some air bubbles, and some people use various things to get rid of air bubbles, and I've not really thought out how I would get rid of them myself. So, I guess I'm just gonna kind of attempt to like poke. Come on. I'm also like shaking. I don't think it's a chunk of paint. Pretty sure it's an air bubble, but I'm so afraid to do much to it. Maybe it is a chunk? I don't even know. Just a thick spot maybe? I don't know. I don't think I really want to mess with it and risk ruining this beautiful first attempt. Oh, it's just so cool looking. I love those colors so much, and I'm so glad. The gold look worked well. I'm having trouble seeing exactly where the silver came in. I see a little silver here, and I think there's like a light bit of silver there. I think most of this just wound up being white pushed off to the edge. I don't see much silver in it, maybe a little. I think I see like some silver band over here. But otherwise that gold is much more prominent going through there. And then like gold here, and just like faintly. And I've just got like some small cells, is what they refer to them as, that are popping up. And this was just with acrylic paint and Liquitex pouring medium. I tried to do, it was probably about 1 portion of paint to 2 portions of pouring medium for the most part. I knew I wanted the blue to be a bit heavier so that it would sink to the bottom more. And so I tried to, my thinking was that if I had enough of that that would wind up on the top, then it would push through and let the lighter colors come up. And I think it partially accomplished that. It's really hard to know for sure. But from what I'm seeing here, I mean, I think I wish that I'd had that a little thinner than what I did. But in the end, I still think it turned out pretty well. I'm trying to look and see, I think I might need to take my palette knife actually along the bottom. One thing about this that I have heard is that it can be kind of dangerous if you're working in a very dusty environment. Then things are going to wind up lodged in your painting. The palette knife is sticking to my hand because of all this paint, some of which is peeling off. Basically, once I'm not afraid of it being purely wet paint, I'm gonna try and place a cardboard box, I think, over top of it so that I can avoid getting dirt and dust in it. And hopefully that will protect it while it's finishing drying. But for now, I have a host of wet paint drips around it, though this stuff on my hand sure is drying decently fast, it seems like. I mean, it's to the point now where it's just peeling off my hand, which feels really weird, but also cool. So, anyways, I guess that will be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this first attempt, and maybe in the future I will try and record some more attempts and see what else we can get from this method. Downside is the flowing medium goes, or I said flowing medium again, didn't I? Pouring medium. The pouring medium you go through pretty fast, especially if you're working on a larger painting. This one here is an 11 by 14 canvas. And I have one more of this size, and I have 4 more smaller ones, and then I have like 3 larger ones but don't have as much space. I say space, it doesn't have as big of an edge. This is probably about 1.5 inches along the edge, maybe 1 inch edging, and the larger ones I know are probably more like 1/2 inch at most. So anyways, let me know what you think of the video, and yeah, hopefully I will make more. So until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!